Koto Markie here. I'm in the serene setting of an estuary, so it's a little kind of beach, quite close to the sea, but a little bit away still. Very much on a river, and very serene place. All kinds of plants here. Lots of Japanese knotweed actually, and hydrangea, and all sorts. So a very serene spot to talk about demons, because that's what I want to talk about in a way. Because I want to tell you a little anecdote which relates to the movie The Night of the Demon, which I think also had another title, in the way that sometimes, you know, they have one title in the UK and one title in America and that kind of thing. Now, before I get into it, I just want to remind everybody that this channel is a homely, chatty kind of channel. It's not one of slick production, it's not scripted. And I like to think that, you know, it's just like us having a chat by the fireside. And I'm telling you a tale while you gently sup on your beverage of choice. So don't be in a hurry for me to get to the point. And don't get upset if I go off on a tangent, because that's what this channel does, okay? So as long as we're both clear, we'll get along just fine. Okay, so I'm I am fond, and I'm a fan of horror films in the abstract, I guess, because there's hardly any horror films that I actually do like, because there's hardly any good ones. But I do like a good horror film, and I like watching the old ones as well. So this is where this movie comes into the picture, and it solved a riddle for me, because for a long time, my dog that I had, my lovely dog, Springer Spaniel, that I used to have, Stoofy, he used to bark, you know, very distressed, and very kind of, you know, spooked in the wee hours, you know, that three or four in the morning, on quite a regular basis, almost every night at one point. And I started to think, whoa, there's something non-human visiting my bedroom in the night, in the wee hours while I'm asleep, and dogs being more psychic, or usually, not always, but often pick up on things, you know, what's making him bark. And I kind of had all these kind of, you know, fantasies about what it might be. I wasn't particularly worried, because I like spooky stuff, so, you know, it wasn't like I was, oh my god. It was more like, oh, that's very interesting. And so it wasn't until this went on for months, and none the wiser. And then one day I was watching The Night of the Demon, and there's a scene in there where I've watched it recently, I watched it again, and I still can't remember the plot, but there's a guy walks through a wood at night, cuts through a wood to sneak up on a house, I think. And as he goes through the wood, they play the whoo sound effect of an owl, except for it sounded like an owl. Mine sounded like I don't know, mine sounded like Jimmy Savile or something. The sound of an owl came, you know, was featured in the the soundtrack of the movie, and Stoofy barked in the same way that he did in the wee hours. And at that moment, I realised that there was obviously an owl that was visiting nearby at that time of night and doing a little hoot. I think it was a tawny owl. That's what seemed to be the main owl in the UK that people hear. I think that the one sex makes more of a screech and one makes more of a hoot, but I can't remember which way around it is. Perhaps you can tell me. But I think this was the hooty kind. Maybe we were getting both, and we were getting the screechy sound as well. I mean, it's lovely. I love the sound of an owl. But for some reason it was giving the dog the willies and he barked. So that solved the mystery. There's always an explanation. I love, you know, even small, simple mysteries and things like that, and just generating different options, different possibilities for what the cause might be. And I'm a great believer in Occam's razor, but Occam's razor isn't what you think. People usually get it wrong about Occam's razor. So watch my video on Occam's razor. You'll find that in the playlist for, I've got a playlist for paranormal spooky shit. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but check the playlist out, and you'll find more fireside anecdotes and also some more exploratory presentations, but they'll all have the same style of us just sitting by a fire, or in this case maybe just, you know, sitting by the river and just watching the water flow by and watching the birds and just having a chill. So no demons were visiting the house, no demons were harmed in the making of this video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back soon in another video. Remember, we're a smorgasbord of all different topics, but we have a purpose and a mission, and that's all about retroactive jealousy. But we make videos about all sorts of stuff, so check out the playlists, and that will give you something you will like. Whoever you are, I challenge you not to find a topic that you will enjoy from the playlists. So do check out the playlists, because some of our older videos are our best videos as well, and back when I released them I didn't have the following that I've got now, so they don't get watched, which is sad. I think it's sad anyway. So there we go. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Rangimarie.